this was like really happening, you know?
Good morning, everybody. I'm back at my mama's place. Let's freaking hang out. Last night I was listening to one of Amy Lee's videos and she was talking about like how she felt really burnt out, and then she started talking about human design types, and I was like, what that? It's like a combination of Western astrology, Chinese I Ching, like Indian chakras, the traditional Jewish, I don't remember what it's called, build together to explain different types of energy or non-energy type peoples. Anyways, today we're gonna go shopping with my mumsies, okay? We're gonna go to the store, we're gonna get an iPad, yeah fam, I'm gonna get myself an iPad, yeah I know, isn't that crazy? I have such a hard time spending money, like I feel so guilty about it. Overcoming it, okay?
Oh, you're right. So the ultra wide is slightly less. It's 10 instead of 12, but it's not much different.
Is this the same as...来，我请你。耶。
I'm actually so freaking excited right now, guys. Oh!
You got the iPad Pro?
Yeah.
Whoa!
I got it in the biggest size.
Holy shit. Oops.
Whoops! Because online I was like, no one needs an iPad that big, that's stupid. And then I go
Tried it.
and I'm just like drawing clouds, flowers, and I'm like, this is so nice. Like, it feels so much more full, you know? It's like more like drawing on a piece of paper.
My. No, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't. No fucking way.
I went, oh.
Wow.
Oh my god, my mom totally enabled me. Like, to buy things, like, you had to enable me to buy the bike, and then, like, my mom is the ultimate enabler. Like, when I was little, every purchase has to go past her. When she's like, yeah, just get this one, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll get it.
Fucking way. Yo, what? It's basically a laptop.
Lots of the Adelaide.
Oh, it feels so tight here. Too much sitting in front of the computer.
Back to the animals.
Good morning, everybody. I've been telling my friends that I would join this Zoom class I'm doing. For some reason, every time they've asked, I've just been busy, and today I'm finally gonna do it with them. But honestly, it's a high intensity interval class, so I'm scared. Ugh.
There's 5 different types. There's manifestor, generator, manifesting generator, projector, and reflector. Generators are majority of our population, so they're like the people who can work the 9 to 5. Like, their energy goes outwards. Like, when you look at the chart, their energy is like going out, so they're really capable of like producing things. And then you guys should do a quiz.
Oh my god.
Yeah, send it over.
Yeah. Leah's favorite thing is you guys should take this personality test. I've been dying for a new one.
Brunch, lunch, some IKEA meatballs, and some hot bread. And I'm also breaking out, like, really randomly. I wonder if it's stress, because I really don't feel used to living at home. Like, after a while of not living with family, it's really nice to see family, but also sometimes it can be a little bit stressful. It was actually really interesting reading about like the human design types, because within like being a projector, my number split is like 2-4, like a hermit, opportunist. Basically, a hermit needs a lot of time alone. Opportunist is more like friendly, slightly more extroverted, but like the first number is the one that you feel the most, and then the second number is more of like a subconscious type of identity, but other people sense it more, which is interesting because in the past I always thought I was an introvert, but then slowly from people telling me like, no, you're an extrovert, you're definitely an extrovert, I was like, oh, maybe I am an extrovert. But I think at the end of the day, I really need a lot of time alone, which is making me really think about maybe finding my own studio apartment, because I feel like it would be so much better for my own like creativity, my own sanity. Not that I don't like living with Andrew, like it's so fun living with him, but sometimes it's like almost overstimulating that like when we're apart we feel like we get more productive, like we'll start, I don't know, like meditating or like doing more self-care activities because we're not always like around each other and like wondering what the other person's doing and be like, oh, let's do this, you know. I just watched Ashley's YouTube video that she posted talking about Asian hate and her experiences with racism, and it brought back so many memories from like elementary school and high school where there were a lot of these like small micro races, like microaggressions, and I feel like a lot of these memories I never really fully process. That's why I feel like we shouldn't really judge people when they say they don't feel safe walking through a certain part or going on a certain subway line, because just because if you feel like it's safe doesn't mean that someone else has the same experiences, you know? Just like an open offer that if like offering anyone to walk with them or take transportation with them, I think that offer you shouldn't feel out of place. Being a male and a white male, like you have so much privilege and you can feel so safe walking alone outside that you don't even realize that such a simple thing can be so scary for people. So maybe you feel like it's out of place, you may feel like it's condescending to offer to walk people, but it's not, you know? Especially at a time like this, it's not. I think people will appreciate it a lot.
I mean, she's never spoken up about these kinds of experiences with me, so I didn't even have the awareness that this was like really happening, you know?
It's not always easy, or it can feel awkward or weird sometimes talking to white people about racist encounters that they faced from other white people, because a lot of people can get defensive about it or feel personally attacked. Like they feel like sometimes when I'll say like, oh, that was racist, you feel really upset, offended about it because you're like, I'm not racist. And I get that, but there's a lot of things that are so systemic that it's not even you being a good person or a bad person, you know?
Sure. Not even aware because you're not educated about it.
You're not aware because it's not your lived experience, and that's okay. But when someone shares their lived experience with you and says that something you said or did is hurtful, you know, don't get defensive, just listen.
Sure.
But yeah, just listening to everyone's experiences on stories and stuff has just been
Must be really triggering for you.
I just feel sad. I don't want my friends to feel unsafe. I don't want my friends to be harassed on the streets, to get the condoms thrown at them on the subway.
It's so sad.
I think individuals play a really big role, and I just hope that you know that, and within your friend groups you know that, and you feel confident to stand up for people and not feel out of place when you offer help or anything, okay?
Sure. Well, thanks for opening up about it, Misha. Hey, the meeting went really well today, by the way.
That's great.
They really liked what we did.
That's awesome.
就是聊天看电视 yeah, they're chatting and watching TV.
It's a beautiful day outside today, so let's go read outside and just relax. I don't want to think too much about like, oh, what video do I have to post out this week? What am I going to talk about? I just want to like decompress, you know? 我们去外面坐一会儿。Hello. 你好。出去啦。嗯。哇，天气真好。Oh yeah.
Let's sit here.
I always forget how nice it is to be outside and just listen to things rustling and birds chirping. It's almost dinner time, the sun is setting. I'm like a little more than 1/3, almost halfway through the book, which is nice. I love reading books in a dedicated chunk of time, I guess, like getting through a lot of it. I remember when I read 1Q84, I literally didn't get up. Like, I think I just stayed home and consistently read the book and then went to class and then came home and read from morning until night. And that's also how I consume K-dramas apparently, so. I'm so excited to introduce an Asian brand as today's sponsor, and that is Nei-Wai, a Shanghainese brand using premium fabrics and beautifully crafted designs to make the most comfortable lingerie and loungewear. The name Nei-Wai actually means inside and out in Mandarin, and my favorite piece in their line is their Barely Zero bra and brief set. It's made using their flexible CloudFit blend, which allows the one size to fit a variety of different body types, and it's so comfy, completely wireless, and the padding is also removable. So as someone who hates wearing bras and even sports bras, this honestly feels like I'm not wearing anything at all, and it's nice to know no matter how my body changes, it'll always stay in my wardrobe. Since it can fit so many different body shapes, I thought this would be the perfect gift to give my mom, aunt, and cousin Alicia, so we can all match in different colors. And more importantly, because recently we found out that Alicia is pregnant, so I thought this would be the perfect gift for her. My mom and I picked out the coral and light pink set for her, a black set for my aunt, and my mom picked out the purple dove set for herself, and I chose red for good luck since it's my Chinese zodiac year. If you want to check out more of Nei-Wai's pieces or get 20% off, feel free to check the link in my description box.
Hello，给你送礼物。
Two more boxes. This is for 就是 pregnant 的对吧？
是 flexible sizing 的。
flexible 的。哇，你这个帮我解决了问题了。这是什么？摸上去好舒服呀。啊，这是小内裤啊。
它是 matching 的。
啊，真的啊。
Yeah, it's seamless.
好舒服啊。谢谢谢谢，小丫想的这么周到，来哈着说。这个颜色看了以后，哇，特别看啊。对，因为我现在吃好多橙子。
让你想起橙子了。
surprise 吧？
哇 ，surprise！
我是正在需要这么一个。
Oh, really?
对，
That's
我已经
great.
那个。
So it's a few days later, and I just have some things I want to address before I end this vlog. I finished this book feeling kind of conflicted because even though the storyline was very gripping, there were just moments where there's a lot of very toxic masculine energy that made me feel very uncomfortable. The main character really just ended up sleeping with everyone, like everyone except for Hatsumi. I mean, this was like the 60s, I believe, in Japan. Regardless, it's still a very well-written book, and I'm gonna read to you my favorite passage out of it. I really like you, Midori, a lot. How much is a lot? Like a spring bear, I said. A spring bear? Midori looked up again. What's that all about, a spring bear? You're walking through a field all by yourself one day in spring, and this sweet little bear cub with velvet fur and shiny little eyes comes walking along, and he says to you, "Hi there, little lady, want to tumble with me?" So you and the bear cub spend the whole day in each other's arms, tumbling down this clover-covered hill. Nice, huh? Yeah, really nice. That's how much I like you. That is the best thing I've ever heard, said Midori. So cute. That is all. Thank you, and good night.